It is Sunday, the 27th of August, 2023. Time for swiping bags. Had some great game the last 2 days. Let's look at the 25th and 26th of August. The Reds and Diamondbacks played a wild and wacky game in which combined 9 runs were scored by both teams in the 9th inning and beyond. Corbin Carroll had a great game, reaching base 3 times and laying down a sac bunt with a double, triple, and 3 times scored, while Nick Martini's dominant series continued. In the 2 games since being called up, he's 5 for 7 with 2 walks, a double, 2 homers, 6 runs batted in, and 3 times scored. But it was Nabil Crismatt who made the big mistake of the day. Out for his second inning of work in the 11th, Crismatt moved his hand towards the glove, then pulled it back, and home plate umpire Jeff Nelson was all over it, bringing home the game-winning run for the Reds. At least John Sadak was happy about it.
A balk, and the Reds lead! A balk on Crismatt, and the Reds on top 8-7!
Yesterday was a great day for MLB debuts. Jacob Young, the Nationals' 30th ranked prospect by MLB.com, is a speed demon and made good use of it when he entered as a pinch runner for Joey Meneses, then scored the game-tying run against the Marlins from second on a Jake Alou ground ball at the middle. Evan Justice, a 5th-round pick of the Rockies in 2021 out of North Carolina State, made his debut in relief yesterday after posting respectable numbers across 3 levels this year. He pitched 1 inning, giving up a run on a hit and a walk, but notched his first 2 Major League strikeouts. The biggest debut of the day was Cubs number 10 prospect Jordan Wicks. Wicks was the first player in history to be selected in the first round out of Kansas State, and after being drafted in 2021 and having a rough go of it in his first 4 professional starts with Advanced Day South Bend, he stabilized and earned his call-up yesterday. Wicks made the most of it, getting knocked around to start the game, but later settling in and striking out 9 over 5 innings of 2-hit ball, in part due to his great changeup. He's the 4th Cubs pitcher with 9 or more punch-outs in his debut in history. National starter Yoanna Doan continued to prove Friday why it's worth keeping the team's 6-man rotation, throwing his 2nd quality start of the season, and in both, he's carried a no-hit bid into the 6th inning. Good day for Oakland on Friday, as veteran Tony Kemp reached base all 5 times he came up and scored twice, while Nick Allen drove in a day-high 5 runs. The White Sox earned their revenge the next day, though, powered by Eloy Jimenez putting up his own perfect line. The Phillies dominated the Cardinals, outscoring them 19-3 over 2 games, but there was one bright spot for the Birds, as 19th-ranked prospect Lucan Baker slugged his first career home run off Zach Wheeler. For Wheeler, though, that was the only dark spot in his outing, as he rebounded to put up an electric 7-inning, 10-strikeout start, not permitting any more runs to score. Tropicana Field was the site of an outstanding pitching duel, as Cy Young frontrunner Gerrit Cole and Rays offseason acquisition Zach Eflin faced off. Both pitchers were brilliant, as each struck out 11 batters, but Cole outlasted Eflin and earned the win after going 7 2/3 innings. That win was in large part thanks to the heroics of DJ LeMahieu, who went 3-4 with a walk and 2 home runs in a rare power-heavy game for the Gold Glove infielder. The Brewers overcame the Padres in a pair of critical games for the Crew. Friday's win was powered by Brandon Woodruff, whose 2nd quality start since returning from the IL at the start of the month came with a season-high 11 strikeouts. It's the 20th double-digit strikeout game of his career, as he becomes the 17th fastest pitcher since at least 1901 to reach 20 starts of 10 or more strikeouts. On Saturday, Devin Williams notched his 30th shutdown appearance of the year. He's been the most dominant reliever in the National League and looks to challenge his personal best 34 shutdowns from last year. If he crosses the 35 threshold, he'll be tied for 6th all-time in the most relief appearances with 10% or more win probability added in a single season. Also crossing a shutdown barrier is Orioles sinker baller Yenier Cano, acquired in the Jorge Lopez trade last year, who earned his 20th of the season, the 8th to do so. He's been electric and throws one of the filthiest sinkers on the planet. And now that the rest of Felix Bautista's 2023 campaign is in question, Brandon Hyde is going to need him to continue to step up. Framber Valdez was great, albeit not perfect, on Friday night in Detroit, as he allowed 6 to reach base via walk or hit by pitch, but allowed no hits over 7 scoreless innings in his 2nd no-hit bid that deep into a game this year. The Astros couldn't pick him up, though, as they entered the 9th with a 1-0 lead and Ryan Presley imploded, giving recent call-up Parker Meadows a magical moment, getting a curveball where he wanted it and demolishing it to right field for his first career home run, a 3-run walk-off of the reigning world champions. Alex Bregman didn't waste much time getting back into the swing of things after a rough day Friday, reaching base 5 more times with 2 doubles and a homer and a 4 RBI performance on Saturday. He's easily asserted his role as the hottest hitter in the American League right now. Every time 13th ranked Blue Jays prospect Davis Schneider steps into the box, he seems impossible to get out. And Saturday only proved that against the Guardians, when he had a perfect line while also hitting his 4th career homer. Mitch Keller carved up the Cubs, going 8 scoreless to continue a really strong run for him over the last 3 starts, after giving up 27 runs in 26 2/3 innings over the 5 starts prior. Freddie Freeman's double happy season got even better on Friday, when he went 4 for 5 with his 48th of the year to increase his WRC plus 2 more ticks to 168. Red Sox right fielder Alex Verdugo has also led the 2-bagger this year, but the last few days he's shown more of a disposition towards the long ball. On Saturday, Verdugo became the first Red Sox player in history, and 3rd ever in all of MLB, to hit a home run to lead off 3 consecutive games. Teoscar Hernandez had a great time at home on Saturday, contributing in a big way towards the Mariners' 15-run beatdown of the Orioles. Teo hit 2 home runs, one of which went a mammoth 446 feet, and played at a day-best 6 runs in the win. Hernandez's day supplemented an historic occasion for Julio Rodriguez, who became the fastest Mariner in history to reach 50 career homers. Shohei Ohtani might have a torn UCL, but he's still filling up the box score. He reached base 4 times in 5 attempts Saturday, as the Angels clinched a series win versus the Mets, doubling and tripling with 2 stolen bases. And, oh yeah, he also broke the scoreboard at Citi Field. Max Scherzer showed vintage stuff to snap an 8-game losing streak for the Texas Rangers yesterday, holding the homer-happy Twins offense to just 2 runs over 7 innings. He took advantage of their strikeout-heavy ways, punching out 10 of the process, as the Rangers used a 4-run ninth to win 6-2. But my player of the day comes from an unlikely place until you really think about it. Ke'Bryan Hayes went 2 for 4 with a walk and a home run against the Cubs yesterday to reach double-digit home runs and continue an incredible hot streak. Hayes entered a series against the Braves on August 8th with an OPS of just 656 and 5 home runs. In the 17 games since then, he has reached base 31 times in 71 attempts, hit 5 doubles, 5 more home runs, and scored 9 times. His OPS has jumped nearly 80 points in under 3 weeks, and this run of success has been good enough to earn him the Swiping Bags Player of the Day award. Keep it up, Key. Second half of the show, where we let some serious athleticism shine through. Case in point, here's Guardian second baseman Andres Gimenez making a spectacular blind flip to Gabriel Arias. Or the very next play, where third baseman Tyler Freeman leaps from foul ground to get another force out at second. Chris Taylor had the guts to tackle the out-of-town scoreboard at Fenway Park, finding it and staying on top of the Connor Wong fly ball. Jazz Chisholm Jr. kept a Yuri Perez from a tough start to his day when he took away one of Lane Thomas's 3 billion fly balls to center, then made another great play in the 8th to take away a bloop hit from CJ Abrams. The Marlins might have lost that game on poor defense, but Luis Arias refused to contribute to it, making a diving play and firing home to complete the tag play and cut down the tying run in the 9th. Regrettably, baseball players make bad plays too, sometimes, as the Angels showed when Jeff McNeil tried to perform a double steal without Francisco Lindor breaking for third. Logan O'Hoppe threw to first, then Trey Cabbage attempted to throw to third, but beaned pitcher Chase Silseth in the back of the head. Silseth exited the game and was transported to the hospital, and the Mets got on the board for their first run of the game. Rookie Bryce Terang of the Brewers made an amazing play in the hole to throw out above-average runner Ben Gamel at first against the Padres. Jamer Candelario showed that he can get it done at third too, with a clean diving stop and hop to his feet in the 5th. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. made an outrageously clutch play to take away the go-ahead run in the 9th yesterday, leaping to catch the Sally De La Cruz line drive. Parker Meadows showed on Friday that he wasn't just good for a walk-off home run because he stole one away from Yordan Alvarez in the 4th. Of course, it wasn't the only robbery of the game, as Kyle Tucker had banged into the wall earlier on to steal away career home run number 510 from Miguel Cabrera. Braxton Garrett sent Alex a wake-up call in the 5th on Friday with a brilliant pickoff move at second base to escape the inning. Speedy utility man Tommy Edman can get it done at every position, getting a great jump on this Alec Bohm liner and still needing the layout to snare it. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was running as hard as he could, but Steven Kwan and Gabriel Arias combined to complete a spark sparkling outfield assist to nab him at the plate. Nolan Shanuel absorbed a body blow from the ground to grab away a hit from BJ Stewart and prevent a leadoff base runner. Carlos Correa made an impressive throw to first after dropping face first onto the dirt at short against the Rangers. Trent Grisham struck out in the top of the third on Friday, but not before seeing 16 pitches from Brandon Woodruff in an impressive display of plate vision, including a mammoth foul ball to right midway through the sequence. Noelvi Marte continues to make an impact as a new member of the rookie Reds, making an Arenado-esque play charging in from the hot corner to throw out Tommy Pham. And we'll wrap up today's show with somehow Kyle Isbell keeping his footing to track down a Josh Rojas deep fly ball to left center, exhibiting great running speed. That's all I've got for y'all today. Thanks for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, I'd really appreciate if you shared this video around and left a comment telling me what you liked and what else you'd like to see me talk about. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday.